How are we doing today, folks? I'm Scott and this is Baking Geek. Welcome to another episode. Today we're going to be talking about mud cake slices. Now, if you own a bakery or cafe and you want to jazz up your slices a bit, make them look pucker, sell more of them, this is how you do it. I had some leftover mud cake from another job and I just put it in a square tin like this with the thought of doing some slices later on, and here we are. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get your cake like this. It's only a fairly thin one, it's only about an inch thick, I'd say. Get it on the board and we're going to separate this into 3 pieces. Right, you can do this with a knife, you can do it with a ruler. I tend to do this a little bit less. It'll be like that, that, and that. Almost. Right, there, and there. There we go. So that's the... Right. So we want 3 nice even slices like that. You can even put that one up there. Copy that one. And there we go. Right, now for this you're going to need a tray of some sort. And we're just going to put them on the tray like that, leaving a little bit of room in between each one. And for this we're going to be going in and out of the fridge a couple of times. So yeah, find yourself a nice tray that will fit inside your fridge, and there you go. I'll just wipe down the cake board here. Okay, there we go. Right, out of the way. Right, so we've got 3 nice even strips. I'd say they're about 9 centimetres each, something to that effect. And you're going to need some ganache. Check out my ganache episode if you haven't. I threw this in the microwave for 20 seconds just to warm it up a little and just get it nice and pliable. So what we're going to do is start loading the top up. Then we're going to work on our sides. Now you want to take your sides all the way down to the bottom. Nice and even. Then you're just going to square it off. I think I may have melted that ganache a little bit too much, but anyway, it's a little bit on the soft side. That's okay. There we go. Nice square edge, that's what we're after. Okay. Pull that top up and just pull it back like that. There you go. End up with a nice square edge. Don't worry too much about how the top looks now, because we're going to pull the knife over it, much like we did in the actual decorating a mud cake video. Heap it on the top. Everyone likes a nice bit of ganache. Just like that. Build your sides up. There we go. Always go right to the end. Nice and flat. Okay. Right. Don't get too fussy over it. We're going to be doing some stuff later that'll clean and hide any sort of imperfections that you may have. Much like a regular cake, a regular cake does have imperfections. It's just how you hide them that is the trick, really. go. Almost there. Okay, just pull that top off there. There we go. Right, right. It might even, while it's nice and soft like this, before I set it in the fridge, I might even drag a comb scraper over it. Now I've got a nice tall comb scraper here. It's got a very fine sort of tooth layout on it, so let's go with that. So I'm just going to drag that across the sides like that. Boom, boom. Just add some texture to it. There we go. Once we've done that, we'll grab our knife. Now, you can get a couple of uses out of a knife like this, and I use this as a comb scraper for the top. It's a really good pattern that it puts on the top of a cake, hides any imperfections, just like I said before. So here we go. Just wave it across the top like that. Do it a couple of times if you need to, or adjust yourself to the right angle. There we go. Okay, and that will take people's eyes off any imperfections. Just clean that up with the comb scraper. There we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to pop that in the fridge. It's going to set, and then we're going to slice it up, and then we're going to do some more work to the top of it. Okay, so yeah, pop it in the fridge for 5 minutes, let it set. I'll be back. Okay, we're back, and now our mud cake slices have set in the fridge. We've got 3 lines of them. I think I'm going to get about 5 out of each of these little slices. I think that's about the cake tin. I think it's about a 20 to 22 centimetre cake tin, square. Anyway, so here's a lesson for you folks. Whenever you're slicing into a cake, what you want to do is get yourself a nice tall jug of water, hot water, okay? And now, what you're going to do, every time you make a slice, you're going to pull the knife through your thumb and your forefinger like that. Try not to cut yourself. And with every cut we make, that's what we're going to do. So we're just going to trim the edge off. Don't throw those bits out. I'm sure there's plenty of people who will like that. Okay, so now we're just going to go. Now each slice should be about 2 fingers wide. Okay, so we're just going to go with that. We're going to go 1, 2. Now by cleaning the knife, each slice will have that really nice look to it. Nice sharp cut. There we go. Last but not least, the end bit. Okay, always say these end bits, there's always something you can do with leftover cake pieces. In a bakery patisserie, sometimes we'll make something called French pudding out of them. I'll go through that later, but yeah, you can always make something out of leftovers like that. Okay, push that to the side, clean your hands up a bit. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to do the piping stage. So we're going to pipe some stuff on here. Right, we're going to get our, okay, so load your bag up. I always like to use the cloth bags, people. You'll never see me use a plastic bag. I don't think so. I'm just old school like that. So right. So what we're going to do on one end of it, we're going to pipe a rosette. On the other end, we're going to do a shell. Okay, so just as I'm doing here, demonstrating that, nice clean rosettes. There we go. Turn it round, possibly sideways even, and then just pipe your shell. There we go. Alright, so what we're going to do is, hopefully yours should look something like that. Now they're starting to look good, aren't they? Pop it in the fridge for another 5 minutes and we'll come back. Okay, we're back. Now hopefully you've set your mud cake slices in the fridge. You know, they've been in there for about 5 minutes for me now. And yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to finish them up now. So I've got some leftover chocolate triangles I made for another video, which I called chocolate flowers. So if anyone hasn't seen that one, you're just going to be making little chocolate triangles like this. Okay, now what we're going to do with them, we're going to place them on a nice little angle like that, and they're going to look really flash. So there we go. Place them on an angle. Got some leftovers. There we go. There we go. Another one. There we go. Right. So now they're starting to look good, aren't they? Yeah. Right. So we're going to get some muffin papers, right? And pastry cooks will always sort of do a bit of, pastry chefs I should say, pastry chefs will always do a lot of improvisation along the way. It doesn't matter what we do, it's sort of, there's always another way to do it. So, especially when it comes to using these sort of papers. Here's a trick I learnt in shops many years ago. If you've got something big that you need to put in there, you can easily just bend the corners like that. Make it fit. So we've just turned a muffin paper that looked like that into a square one, into like a round one like that. There you go. Anyway, we're moving right along. What we're going to do is going to start putting these in. The papers, lay it flat, pull the sides up. There we go, pull it out. Get yourself another paper. Make sure you only get one. Come in from the side. Pull it up the sides. There we go. Push them together. This way, when you sell this to somebody, it'll all be nicely presented in a clean piece of paper. There we go. Come in from the side. Pull it up the side. There we go. Last one on there. Pull it up the sides. There we go. There we go, folks. There's 5 mud cake slices. I've always got my hot water on standby. I'll tell you what, that's a staple for a pastry chef. They've always got a big tall jug of hot water on standby to clean all your utensils with, to make cuts and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, there we go, folks. 5 mud cake slices. Okay, hit the like button if you liked it. Don't hit it if you don't like it. Do whatever you want. See you next time. Bye.